Well, they finally moved the swing. It wasn't a swing, it was like a frame swing that was dumped here, and it was there for it was there for about 4 to 6 weeks. And I remember even wanting to take a video here, and we sort of had to take it in such an angle that it wasn't in the way, but it's been moved. Brilliant. It looks so much different. These things do make a difference, you know, when people just dump things in place, especially when it's so in such a lovely area. But the other evening, I remember coming in one evening, and my older daughter, she was sat in the middle of the room reading something. I thought she was reading, I didn't know what she was reading, but then I began to realise I thought it was an email, because it was in relation to the primary school. And then she just said, no, she's looking on the website. And on the website, she was going through the new rules and regulations they have for when the children go back to school. There's a lot there. And then the younger children really excited, jumping up and down. And I'm sort of thinking, so when are they going to go back to school then? And my daughter said next week. And it was like, because I thought they were going back the week after. So I sort of had plans for next week. Yeah, and then now she's telling me it's next week. Luckily, because if she didn't tell me, maybe I wouldn't have known until the last minute. And so obviously now the plans for next week have had to change. I'm going to have to get my sort of, because I work around the school hours, to sort of organise that. And just make sure I've got their bits and pieces, things like their lunch boxes. They've got most of their school uniform, it's things like lunch boxes and little things that they need. They need to take their own stationery now, because then they can't share anymore. So there's all little bits and pieces that I have to get, which isn't a problem. But how about you? Have you realised that your children are going back to school next week, and you thought they were going back the week after? Maybe you haven't got anything. It's like you're rushing, to get everything. I used to be like that. I used to get the older children's school uniform first, and then get the younger ones. And I remember being in one of these shops. It was about 8 p.m. 8:30, looking for some school uniform for the younger ones. And I remember the assistant said, I don't understand why parents wait until the last minute to get their school uniforms. I explained to her that older children's school uniforms are more expensive. So we've got to get those first. The blazers, the jumpers, the skirts, everything. And even their shoes, because they're older as well. So when it comes to the younger ones, it's easier, because it's just basically, I've got their main sweatshirt from the school shop, but it's just a basic shirt. You just need a few shirts, the trousers or skirt and socks and things like that. So you can get those at the last minute. I think that's the mentality of most parents. But it'd be good to hear from you, your comments, how you're coping. Are you one of these people, or parents should I say, that get their school uniform at the end of the school year, or at the end of July, so that you've got everything? Don't forget to comment on my page, Welcome Rosalind Roberts, to like and even share. Don't forget to press the notification button so that all the videos that I do come up and running straight to you. So basically, it just feels like I'm coming to the end of an era now, because the whole routine is going to have to be changed around. But I'll let you know how I get on. But I also would like to know how you're getting on. Take care, speak to you soon. Bye bye.